howdy, hello. Good evening. Farming DLC. Is that what you say it is? Because SCS has just started their stream as well, so... Interesting. I see. Welcome in. Have a flower. All the redeems. Bring them in, bring them in. How we doing? Farming machines. Farming machinery. Haven't we already had farming machinery DLC? I'll read these out in order. Hold on a minute. I swear we have, right? God, there's so many of you. Oh my god. Hello, those on Twitch. YouTube, I can see you're already there.
Okay.
Take it on, welcome in.
7 years of watching this dude, and to this day I got no clue who TF they are. Weird, innit, bruv? Big fan Pepple.
Upgrade? Could be. Because I've seen some of these before. I have the stream open, I'm just watching in the background. But welcome in, hello. Now, if I go in order, guess, Polish, Kayla, Star, Dacia, done, Andy, done with the 10 months. It says 9 in a row. We're on Twitch, baby. Krew, thank you for the gifts. Felix, Jono with 6. I swear you've had more than that. I was just going to say 6 in a row, but this one just says just 6. It's 57. That's what I'm going to say. Felix with the 47. Pretty good. Bleach, Casper, Jono. Truck. Robson. Thank you for the 2nd month of Prime. I appreciate that. There's too many things going on at once. Have a flower. All of the chats. Plural. How we doing? Hope we're doing well. 2 duns. There's Dun and Dunbar. Yes. There is more than one of you. Hopefully you can get along with each other quite nicely. Going early today. Well, the TikTok streams I've been doing over the weekend, they've been a little bit later. The first few I did on extra days were at this same time. Those ones I can decide at any other time. So they'll be a little bit later whenever I can do it. These ones are like on schedule. This is exactly when we're doing it. Because there's more places to do it on. So, from Paris, how are you doing, Casper? How is it? But yes, we started. Today is a Monday. Right? Don't get me confused. So we're doing admin stuff. Oh, yes. The fight with the Joshes, I did see that, yes. And apparently the smallest kid, Josh, won it. Which I guess is just a cop-out. Because they didn't want to kill them off, did they? Is it hot? It has been hot, yes. At the moment, don't want to jinx it, but it's not too bad at the moment. How many ads? Unfortunately, TJ, you should be out of the ads now. But we do an ad break at the beginning, because you're not missing much. Then when we get into the content, there shouldn't be any ads. Does that make sense? Should be good. 250 meters away. Oos was doing a few over the weekend as well. So on each of the days, most of the days, I did a small TikTok stream of about an hour or something. They're really good. They're really good to do, because a lot of people turn up. And as I'd expect, given it's my largest platform. So, you know, I have it open here on my screen. One thing I didn't start, though, was that. For those that like to spam the likes, anyway, that's there now. I am Oscar, yes. Welcome in. How you doing? It is 5 PM. Also, video went out about an hour ago. Watch it after the stream. Unless you are really quick and you watched it before the stream. Don't watch it during the stream. Okay. It's cooling down. Yeah, but we said that last time, Andy. You know, you had a really big heat wave for a few days. And then, down it came. Image, speak louder. No, I don't do that. You can turn the volume up if you wish. It shouldn't be really quiet. That's the thing. Don't care. Just want it really quiet. Really chill. Talks of rain. Better be. I should hope so. What's happening now? Now we're just warming into the stream. Warming. And then I'll switch into game in a minute. Thunderstorm. That's what happens when there's a lot of heat pressure, yes. So I suppose if it does help cool it down. It did, albeit keep me up during that night. 27. It's mid-high 20s here, I think. 265. Have a flower. Framey, thank you for the YouTube sub as well. The insane growth on there. Crazy. Since the beginning of the year. Because in the announcements channel in Discord, I post whenever we hit a certain, like, whole number, 500 kind of thing. If you scroll up enough in there, very close dates between all these goals. Crazy. Even on Twitch. As I say this, less than 100 to go. for the next milestone on there. We also have a treasure train. Thank you for that, chat. I've never seen one of these before because on the way that I view everything, I don't see the trains, the streaks, that kind of thing. It's 26, not too bad. What does it mean with staff applications on the view? They are checking it, yes. It means that you've passed the first initial thing of it not being spam application, basically. You can hear the birds outside. So if you've gotten to that stage and they're actually reviewing it, it means that you haven't wasted their time entirely. And you might have something going on now. It still could be declined upon further review. But that's progress. 2 years to be free, my god. You actually got rid of the 2000 bit. It's now 2K. Sim 1. I'm on Sim 1. USA, of course, Lincoln. Vienna. Hello, Tropical, welcome. Hardcore server. They're working on it. If it's been confirmed that they want to make that a thing, they're working on it. But we will be on Sim 1. As normal. Hello, PDG. Welcome. So yeah, they're just showing off some of the trailer types they're getting. Or the cargoes. One of them is the fold-up cultivator, I think that is. It's not too bad. Right. I'm not driving today. Tomorrow I will do some, because now that the Iowa DLC is out, I can do some stuff in that DLC. Hello, operator. Aurorik. That's a cool name. Biz, welcome. Thank you for the treasure train. Level 2 treasure train, I appreciate that. All the resubbies. This is where my vehicle has been all the time. Patrol. With a lowercase L. Or an I, perhaps. Is this like a police vehicle, though? What's going on here, Tomorrow is Tuesday, it is. Technically the middle of the month. You want to get a ban? Well, how about you don't do that? Why would you want to get one? It's arguably as much of a waste of time for you as it is for us. You don't want to have to ban you. You can just not do whatever would get you banned. How about that? It'll be far easier. You ever do convoys? Yeah, not organised like official proper convoys. I used to do them every week, actually. But I haven't done one in a very, very long time. So now the closest you'll get to a convoy is that when I'm going driving, others can join me. And we go from A to B. Basically what a convoy does. It's virtually the same thing. What do I have about exactly? They'll probably appeal, you'll probably appeal saying I didn't mean it. Just kidding. See, don't do it, don't tempt me, don't do it. Calais is not too bad. In the sense of this is exactly what Calais is always like. I'd be worried if there was less going on. Zach! Thank you for using a Prime for the first time. That rhymes. So does that. That's very kind of you. If you have a spare Prime that you haven't used, don't forget to use it on someone. Doesn't have to be on me, but otherwise it's a bit of a waste. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I will need to change time as well. In-game. Hello Max, Jensen, Kag, Sane. Welcome, welcome. It's very kind of you. Been in Paris the last 5 days. Oh, your Moser. Oh, and the multifunction stalks. Oh, your fancy rig going on. Thank you for that. Andy was on the convoy yesterday. I was going to say, I thought that was directed at me for a second. I'm like, that I wasn't there. Well, I wasn't there. Now, a little bit more than normal going on here. You're gonna get to the end and then you're not gonna be able to go any further, are you? There we are, that's it, we squeezed through. So, why are we doing this? I have to scroll all the way in. Oh, your plates are even empty. Cool. That was the first one. Hello, Vazek. Don't spam in the chat because you get kicked for spamming. And don't blow my cover as well. Shh. Because now others are not going to do anything. If they know that someone might be there. A lot of these people don't know who the hell I am. What am I kidding? If you need to actually upgrade your wheel, yes. Don't turn it into one of those product things where for the sake of consumption you just have to get the newest product. I understand the Moser wheels seem pretty good. I've seen this before. And you just don't need to do it if your wheel works perfectly fine already. If you have the money, though, it's your money. So, just a weird thing whenever, like, these people with phones, they buy the newest phone every year just because they want to upgrade it. Do you need to upgrade it, though? As long as you're repurposing the old one. Hello, Rodney, big fan. From Zimbabwe. Good evening indeed. It is evening time for you. I saw that. Stop it. It's got to be quite late. iPhone 16 is out? Exactly. Some people are still rocking older versions. Now, unfortunately, if you're not really bothered with updates, there is a certain limit to when your phone doesn't get updates anymore, but otherwise it's not that bad. You know me? Oh, I'm glad you do. Well, you're a follower, so I appreciate that. You should know. Triple floating. That triple, I mean, if someone misses it, there have been times where I haven't deliberately missed it. I've just let another admin potentially see it and then sort it out. If it's the one where it's 3 long triples and the way that they connect is via a bit that's floating, that's a no. Because I think it is from that DLC. Is my game already broken? Because I don't hear anyone's engine sounds. Already. And I tabbed out like once. Nice. You technically went in the turning lane and then went back into the lane. You weren't in the correct lane there. Not good. Joe, hello. Dingy, hello. Eamon, good evening. Rachel Truck. In the service, I would not see you if you're in the service. It's best to get out of the city as soon as you can. Who hit them? You can put a picture in the Discord server. That'd be the best solution. See, this is empty up here because they can barely get down there, and then they're hitting each other again. God damn it. Thrustmaster's fine as well. It depends on which one you want and which one you can go for. That's entirely up to you. It doesn't matter. I still have my G29. My G29 is fine. If it breaks, then of course you'd have to kind of go up, wouldn't you? But I don't feel the need at the moment, because then when I sell the old one, I would. Very slow in that lane. Engine was dying. Ghosting the stream, you are indeed. Can you stop giving the game away? Okay, just focus on your drives. You shouldn't be like... You can listen to me in the background. Podcast mode. But, shush. Get on with it. Hello. One of you is swearing a lot. Oh, so it was you. What? Oh, they were banned. Okay, I was just going to say, their message wasn't even there. I was going to look them up, but they're not there now. Now, I have to go back this way, because I missed a chunk of the road out. Not that there'd be anything... Hang on. Oh. Thought I saw a friendly dog. G29, no, it isn't to scale in the sense of trunk wheels are quite big, so that's where the Moser exceeds and meets expectations as well. But I'm fine with it. At least I have a wheel, and the fact I have a wheel is pretty good. It's a very useful piece of kit. You poor things, both of you are lagging there. Not sure what the car is, what are we doing? That was weird. That was close but weird. How do you get a painted grille? There are some in some DLCs. There it is. See? Turn away, look back, crash. In the Volvo tuning pack, which is the one that I used, you can find one there. Again, the Hori one is another option as well. I haven't used it, so I can't give you reviews on any of these. What do you guys do on the YouTube channel? One fire truck and others police. Clips, people. Why am I calling you clips? People fat. How are you doing? Why was there no raid sound? What was that about? Junior, I'm confused on what you were implying. What do you mean, what was that? That was for a scenario for that event. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Imagine there's a raid sound. Just pretend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're streaming well. Hello, what were we up to? Welcome to our usual content of just reviewing how bad people's driving are. That one was an overreaction, as you can see. Confused by the swerve, but then they swerved back. It's not that bad. I remember those shorts though. I made those. Those are pretty good. Now you're going really slowly. The crash itself actually was over here. Notice how you don't hear engine sound? I mean, that's
half a year.
Half a year. Think of the 6 months. That is what the crash was. What was that? Have a flower for that. Here he comes. English is not that good, that's okay. Oh, they're trying to pass the laggy one and then they crashed. Well, you shouldn't really have done that, should you? Bad idea. You started ETS2. How are you bad at it? You're playing Assetto. Oh, I haven't played that in a long time. Good game. They can't drive. That one was trying... I mean, I understand you're trying to overtake them, and then the ironic thing is that if you slow down to cater for their, like, bouncing back lag, they'll still hit you. Which is hilarious, really. So no matter how far back you are, you can't escape them. Can I, No flashback, we're good. But you usually stream for quite a bit of time, People Fat, so please go to bed or do whatever you need to do after the stream, if you must. Can't keep in the lanes. You drive with a keyboard. If you have a controller, use a controller. That's a little bit smoother. Controller should be fine. Do it. Controller should be right. Spectate, you don't tell me to spectate just randomly. If you're driving fine, I have no need to be bothered by your driving. Even with the controller. Maybe your sensitivity is a bit too high then. Because it's not that bad. It's not that difficult. You drive in Indian roads IRL? Ah, I see. So yeah, you use every form of road. Every space in the road there. But I wouldn't recommend doing that here, because we don't do that. We do have our own lanes here. Now, it's funny to see, though. It's amazing how... I'm sure you have quite a lot of crashes going on, but it's amazing how many people don't hit each other. This combo is fine. The save edit isn't, but the combo of trailers is alright. Ah. Martin. Welcome back. For the 16. Okay. This is a job. This is a volunteer role. The admin stuff is volunteer. I create content and I video edit. Besides this. So that is what I do. Got a ban for a week. Congrats. What did you do to get yourself banned for a week? What did you do? Do you agree with what you did? No, to be in the TMP team is a volunteer thing. If it was a genuine job that you got paid for, which I don't know how that would work given it's worldwide, you'd have a lot of people on. Very active admins. Because it'd be paid role. I'm sure anyone here would do that. Jesus. You can't hear anything. Amazing. The fact that this has been happening a lot in the last few versions of the game, and it's purely the game's fault. It's as if I'm tapped out. You'd hear nothing. It's just, you know, it's a waste. Big's video, those ones are quite old. I admit that those videos aren't exactly done to his style. They're too choppy for his style, which is unfortunate. His usual style is a little bit slower than that. Good admin. The honor of doing it, you know. No, you can't change time for yourself, sadly, no. This is only a thing that we have to assist in what we're doing. Remove triple trailer. Someone wondered about the triple trailer with the hookup points. This is exactly that type of trailer. So remove it. It's fortunate you've got jobs on it. Remove it. Now we get the fun of, do they glitch out, do they not? Pay attention. People get these are from the Steam Workshop, or sometimes from Discord. It's always someone else that makes it first, unless they know what they're doing. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's unfortunate. Now to fix that, you have to F7 again, sadly. That's not my fault. That was pretty good, pretty good. Usually they just sort of whoop, and then the trailer breaks free from the fence. That was quite a big response there. Some mod is triples, yes. Well, the fact that a triple is a mod by itself is not in the game. So of course, all triples are mods. Oh, the same thing happened again. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's, you just dismiss it, and then S7, you'll be fine. It has jobs on it. That's unfortunate. Hacking. No. It's just this triple, the way that the trailers connect to each other is via an invisible, floaty, whatever thingy, which is a no. The trailer's not meant to be hooked up like that. So don't do that. Why not, is Toz? Over in the garage? No, they're in the trim area, which is over there. Right. What, the Merc? Third time lucky? Oh, we didn't do it this time. Didn't bounce as much this time. You were no clipping in Cali. Congratulations. Why? You bored? Wait for it. No. They already moved. They already moved a bit. Lammy, welcome. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? He's not actually here. No. Scourging, I'm not actually there. No. Good man for it. Good. Congratulations. Was it fun though? Did you really enjoy it? You flew off a bridge. Hopefully unintentionally. That's a bit bad. Curtains here though with 2 long and 1 small. I don't know if you can even do the 2 long and 1 small. You can do 2 smalls and 1 long for a triple trailer. They can be in almost any order you want, but I don't think you can do 2 longs and 1 small. That's too long. I want you to change it though. You're in the service. Dismiss it. Use a different trailer. You can continue doing the event. Just dismiss the trailer. That's all I want this person to do. 2 smalls and 1 long. There's a bit more of the glitching out. The most common one I've seen is the 2 smalls at the front and then the big at the back. I've also seen small, big, small. And as I pointed out in one of the last streams, I don't think I've ever seen big, small, small. If that's even possible. You may need a different connection at the back of the big, because the big's usually at the back. Pretty confused. I mean, it was a very simple instruction. It literally says remove triple trailer. So, banning you 3 years ago. Sadly, I do not. No, you asked me to remember any ban from at least 1 year ago. No. Want their ID? No, I don't need their ID. I mean, if they, you know, they need to, they want to continue playing, don't they? So, the CD road is pretty wild. 4 axles. 4 axles on a trailer is okay. Hacking ban. If a name stands out that much, I might vaguely remember it. But likely not. No. You remember the one you pointed out? Yeah, that one. Like, it's not that difficult. Funny thing is, can I actually still... Is this them that I'm clicking on? Because I have no idea who I'm clicking on now. If I click this trailer, it's that one. If I click this one... Why does it not work by clicking... It works by clicking their first trailer. Okay, so I'm clicking the right one. It's this one. You're moving. Just remove the trailer. Just remove the trailer, please. Hello, Reacher, admin, big fan. Funny to have a different admin come in and sort it out. It's not difficult. They may not speak English, which is unfortunate because I don't know what they speak. So I don't speak a variety of languages to make them understand that. It's just, you know. Manually TPR. Yeah, but how do I know then? Right. So this is the exact person. Because you're watching them, right. If I TV them again. There we go. Okay, that is them. Now it's on screen. Your screen goes black when you get TP'd and then the text appears. Many moons ago, Mitch, probably. Maybe I did, but I'm not the only one that does it. So I wouldn't know. I know I have quite a few bans, so I can't tell you how many. There it is. There it is. I mean, if you removed it first time, it's like I'm bullying them. I'm not actually intending on bullying them. It's just Please. Come on now. You're reformed. Good. Better. You've seen the light. That is 3 large trailers. This one is a no. So all I'm doing is just persuading this person to remove it and not use it again. If after several teleports they don't comply, then they get banned until they removed it. Which is a very silly thing to have to do, as you can understand. Like, come on now. I'm gonna remove that song from the playlist. I have too many songs where they use the same vocal loop and it just gets annoying. They are on the live. Yeah, I still have the live tabbed open. I can still see it. Oh, that was better. That was better. Come on now. ETS2 is more popular, yes. They TP'd by themselves. That wasn't me. If only there was a way that we could solve this problem. No, you're not able to join with any mod you want. Steam Workshop mods. Oh, there we go. They left the trailer. Don't work. Most of them do not work in the way that you want. You add them to your profile in single player. In TMP, it will say you've got mods that the server doesn't support, so you cannot use them. Or when you load in, I guess it will just automatically disable them. Of which, if you're using a lot of customization mods, none of those will work. The ones in green, the green names, they are someone else is looking at them. The one that I would be looking at would be blue. But I'm not in a report at the moment. So, I want to see the trailer disappear. That's the thing. They've disconnected from it, so they're not going to glitch out again, but I can see the trailer is over there. Dismiss the trailer. And we'll be good. If they get it back, then that's annoying. That's their fault. 100k horsepower mod? I don't think those mods have ever worked, though. The system may not have been as good to stop it from working. That would be bullying if I TP them again. That would be bullying. Looks like I'm at the end of a report, doesn't it? Like, come on now. What if, Andy, if you stay nearby, tell me what they do, eh? You tell me if they do anything, because I just cannot stay the entire report, just be watching this person not do it. Hello, Bob. You're speaking really rural English there, geezer. I just, you know, let's do something else. Let's look at something else. And we'll come back to them. Hello, Kieran. Mitch, welcome. Truck Spotting, welcome. Kino. Con with the gifts. Rob. Pedro. Welcome in. Feels slow. You may have a slow engine. You could disable the speed limiter if you wish. At your own risk, though. Big. A little bit of a bump. It's okay. They tried. Lol, the car didn't make it. You're a mod, yes. What you're looking at is what the mods do. There are 2 systems of reporting people. This is one of them. You won't see the other one, nice, on a live stream due to how it works. We can't do that. You can hear an engine. Not their engine, though. So that's what it was for. For this. Because they tried to squeeze out. Quite ironic in a way, because you both pushed against each other. And the car overtook to get to that spot in the first place. They kind of deserved it. Not that we really condone doing that in response. But they wedged themselves there because they would have squeezed past otherwise. They got commented. What's going on with so many people? Oh no, I know why. Yeah, I know why. Can't say it though, but hey, I mean, if we're on 88, there's going to be a challenge. Yeah. Welcome back to part 3 of this series. Because I'm pretty sure I've done 2 before. Can the report list get to 0? Probably not. It won't. They'll do a bit. They'll be on for about half an hour to an hour. and then they'll disappear. Is that the thing? You know the thing that happens at certain times? This is what they do. Yeah. Hello, Miss Meow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Wrong way, yeah? No. Not. A lot of people doing reports because they have time to do it, which is interesting on a Monday. I know the reason why, I can't tell you. But it's nice to see them on. It would be nice if this was all the time, but people have different commitments, and because it's a volunteer thing, other things come first. That's just how it has to be. I really wish I could hear my game sounds, though. You can hear wind and some random distant engine sound. I can hear a car, but it isn't that car. It's a different one. Bastille Day, indeed. I've heard of that. What is that? Explain it. Has not moved. See, I'd be wasting my time and wasting the stream's time if I was watching it. Your Discord 5th birthday. Happy birthday to your account. Requirement for activity. Well, not in the way that you're probably thinking of. It'd be nice if you got on at least once a week. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? You get on when you can. You do your stuff whenever you can. Now, that was a pretty dangerous overtake. But why is this one stopped? Why have you stopped? Are you stuck? Or did you just go AFK? See, the car moved. They then stopped. And then nothing. Considering applying? Go for it, please do. Unfortunately, you just missed the last one. It was near the end of June. Right. Is your reversing light stuck on? Is that what this is? You just didn't reverse the entire time. But they're not swearing. He removed it. Congratulations, well done. Didn't take that long, did it? I'll do just that for that one, because that was a bit strange. A lot of patience, which I wouldn't want. Wrong gear. Exactly, explains why. You just cannot sit there for that long. It's really unfortunate. If I wasn't streaming, I could just leave the game open while I'm doing something else. And be in that area. But no. AK, welcome. Wolf, welcome as well. Are you two friends? The fact that it was reported means maybe not. Or it was just a waste of a report. 88 reports? Still. You better hurry up, people. Come on. Come on. Do I play in my free time? Ironically, I don't play this game too much. Believe it or not, given how many hours I have, I don't play the game that much in my free time. I play some other things. I play things with some friends sometimes, other streamers. Or I work on videos. That's about it, really. Chalk malfunction? Now, yeah, you are blocking a bit. Maybe this was an emergency stop. Because they needed to pull over. The blue car was being silly as well. No, Tony. I know of a Tony747 or a different Tony? The YouTuber. Which Tony? What's your job? Content creation and video editing. If you mean within TMP, it's just a standard moderator role. That one, yes, I'm familiar with their videos. The way that they do their videos is not the best method. A lot of clips, a lot of people. Is it possible to get the answer 0? Yes, it is. But it is very, very challenging. Given the fact that you're fighting against at least 5 to 10 reports coming in as you're doing them. So you'd need at least 20 people, maybe, to continuously get bats. It's funny because you can see now, this is a good example. You've got the ones that are being claimed, and then look at how often another one comes in. after that. Every couple of seconds. Isn't the greatest job, but no, I think that's part of the content. Which is kind of how they do it. You see, 3-1, 3-2 came in, 3-4 was claimed, now 3-5. So you'll always miss some. Some of them. Why did I kick you? It may not have been me. May not have been me. Unless you were the truck that was reversing against the other person in that report, in which case, why? What was that about? Look in, I mean, they do want to reverse into the right-hand lane. They're not fully stationary. Taking your sweet time to move forward, though. I hope they did move forward eventually. Lifing. We are living the life. Hopefully you are as well. Look at that. How's this enjoyable? Every game is enjoyable to different people for different reasons. This is fun because I can help out. And for people playing the game, it's fun because they can drive around with other people. For people getting stuck in traffic, interesting way of it. Look at Jasper. Oh, Jasper's into that kind of stuff, aren't you? So you start off by asking just normal questions. And then, you know, then you do that. Cutie pie, look at it. Am I enjoyable? Hope so. To some people. Would be nice. Did you like that? See, we're back in 91. God damn it. This list will never go down. What happened? No, they're in the, that was in the TikTok chat. They started by asking really strange normal questions and they just started just going for it. Waste of time. Waste of their energy. Next recruitment, I don't know. Oh, epic. Next one, I don't know when. Most recent one, Wonka, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Was end of last month. So it'll be a good few months at least before we get another one. There are 6 admins watching. Well, it's very easy to not get that. Where's the one? I heard it. Maybe I was talking over it. Think of the 72. Appreciate that. Enjoyable like a DLC. Not by everyone. Because that's a bit sus, isn't it? Numbers in the top right. This list here is a list of reports, yes. There are 87 report IDs in this list. If one of them has a green color, it means someone else, just like me, is looking at a report. The one that's in blue is the one I'm looking at, and the one that just went red got deleted. That's what that means. This one hasn't done anything yet. Nothing major. Yanni, welcome. Iraq, think of the heart. DVD, Nerf, Horizon. HUD. Welcome. It's my attempt at Dutch. Didn't work. There it is. What was that for? Waited for it. Something happened. It was Krews. Krews are just in-chat points that you can gamble and get more of. That's all they're for. Nice. There was more than one. Something else happened in this report that looked... There it is. That looked sus. Don't kick for that. No, it wasn't a kick. It was more than a kick. Max Verstappen overtake? Yeah, but at least he does it properly and I guess doesn't crash. That was a good banned from F1 for doing it. There we are. Why'd you do that? Don't do that. Think of the hydrate. I'm overtaking. Yeah, it's a bad overtake. Keith, when were you asking these questions last time? I can't remember. Or was it someone else? Someone else was very confused about something that seems very obvious. But you're just questioning all of it. God, sorry, that's a bit much. Yeah, they're showing off. There's a hay bale trailer. They're adding a lot of stuff. Someone else. Song battles ready. I'm not there. Okay. Did something happen in front while I was tabbed out? Something did happen, yeah? Or you did the big brain. The cars? That car below cam. This car. Oh, they just disappeared. If I report the one that went by, it'd be funny if I completely miss it. The one time I tab out, hey? Something happens. Gosh. Imagine. So. Oh. Oh, they hit each other. They're basically besties. Nice. Carmed. Carmed? Yes, exactly. The cast a song battles. What do you mean that? What's the theme? Do you imagine I just join in while I'm doing this? Basically stream sniping. Perfect. Sad songs. Oh, for God's sake. Put, what's it called? Bad Omens, Just Pretend. And that's what won when I did it last time. Do that one. Good song. Why is she always doing sad songs, man? I get the idea, but god damn. Don't it get boring? Who here, and in any of the chats, listens to sad songs quite a bit, even when you're not sad? Doesn't that just make it worse? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Someone bumps into them, right? Ah, you bump into them, because the laggy stoppy thing. It's called Just Pretend, yes. Don't mention anything about it. It'll be hilarious if that wins or does well. I think, Noah, you were there. One of the times we did when I won, you got second place. But I can't remember what the song was. That was a good one. Have to record. Yes, because what you're watching is not a video, it is a replay. Like a spectator view replay. So I clip it into a video. Songs are cheating. They gotta announce the rules a bit quicker than that, a bit more successfully than that. So the person that the recklessness was because someone hit them from behind. Non-branded, they vaguely represent. I'll have a look at when they get. I've heard of the Big X one, the Chrome Big X. I've used that. So you just got too close. It's an accident. Policing the roads is unfair. Keith, you know what it would look like if we weren't there at all? It wouldn't look clean, I'll tell you that. It would not look clean. I do have a nice truck. Look at that. Full list. And I'm above the list. 78. Hasn't been. When you turn off speed limit and close the setting, and turn it right on the setting, you see it turned on. You turn, it's weird that it does that. You need to turn off the in-game one, and there's one in the TMP settings as well. Just to be safe, turn both off, and it should stay off. If you don't like it, play Roblox. Or any other game, really. You're not forced to, but you could even just play the game in single player. Because this is, I'm not moderating the game itself. If you're banned from this, you're not banned from playing the entire game. Though I understand a lot of people play the game just for this. That's fair. And for honking. I'd rather you didn't spam it, because it does technically come under the spamming rule. Don't spam it too much. Hello, Vexy, big fan. There's a lot of chat messages coming in. This is what it feels like. Imagine the chat was twice this speed. I would feel so bad for missing so many messages. Because then I'd understand someone spams it again. And I don't want to get like a massive vertical monitor just so I can look up and see all the messages. Gosh. Original is boring? Again, it's subjective. It depends. That was such a slow merge as well. You're both at 110 because you were going downhill, right? There's a little tiny downhill bit and then it levels out because they were coming down this ramp. Pretend you can hear the engines. But then now what? I'd be very confused if you didn't see them, though. This merge is still unnecessary. And you're taking your time doing it, so you know the person's there, you're just trying to slightly shove them over to the side of the road. You shouldn't be doing that. Hello, Tramley, welcome. I suppose you could get kicked if you horn spam just way too much. Because that's very unnecessary. So this person now acknowledges that that person is there. Is it because otherwise they would have undertaken and then used the wrong lane to overtake? That kind of thing? You had no need to merge over. Did you actually turn off the road? No, you didn't. You didn't turn off the road then. So what was that for? Because the person was clearly next to you. Now, you don't have to immediately move over when they join the road, but you don't have to do this. Innie, Brang, how you doing? Hope the music stuff went well. I said I was going to join one of yours, but I never did. Oh well. Bang also does song battles quite a bit. I think Lisa needs to play that game as well. You lied to me. You were reserving a slot for me, yeah? Yeah, you need to recommend it. Because she's good at guessing stuff, so. This is still unnecessary, really. You speaking English, mate? What is that message? It's not working. I don't know why it's not working. Why would it not work? For turning off both of those things. It should. Maybe if you turn them off, save your game, and then reload your game, see if they re-enable. Because you're not the only one that that's happened to. Andrea, nice. Happy for you. Hello, Ines. Self-propelled sprayer. Sprayer, I see. Yeah, they're adding a lot of stuff in, because ATS had a lot of these farming machinery things anyway, but of course a lot of them exist in Europe as well. So, you know, we're going to be seeing some weird combos. It's a certain day tomorrow for Bang, even though it is already morning for him. Are you asking what I'm doing tomorrow? Whoever dealt with the last two in-game reports are blind. It was probably me, yeah? I was looking at this same one for like 3 minutes. How could it have been me? Tomorrow, this time, would be my normal whatever, driving whatever, but at the time you stream, nothing of note. Are you crying about something? It worked very good. This is why I'm in everyone's streams, because everyone streams at my morning time. No action was taken. Oh, I see. Ça va, oui, oui. What's the French word for welcome? Isn't it bienvenue? That's a different word, isn't it? Willkommen, yeah. I was immediately going to speak English. German. This one should yield. You're not yielding. Why are you slowly merging out? If someone lets you go, that's fine. But they didn't. Look. Triangle. Very exquisite. Thank you for that, yes. Welcome in. That's why I exaggerate it sometimes. It'd be funny if I did have the full, that was such a little situation. Quite. If I had like a full-on, really posh, and like it was my bit. Charming. That'd be hilarious. So the really overdone posh accent is like, yes, quite, yes. Ah, welcome, good sir. I hope you're doing well this fine day. Splendid. Even that I fear would get annoying. I should practice it, I should. Because my speech is getting worse. It'd be funny if that was a redeem. But the thing is, whenever someone tries to be posh, they say, like the quite, ah yes, that kind of thing. There's only a few words they say. I don't speak fluent you know, all these really long and exquisite words and things like that. So I'd be repeating myself a lot. If I had like speak posh for 10 minutes. Redeem. So, with practice, yes indeed. I think everyone does it as well. It's funny to see people that seem to have it as almost like a tick of theirs. They just start speaking posh. Poppycock, yes. TBR and TBRK. TBR is teleport to service. I'll put it in the middle of the screen. TBRK is the same thing but kick him as well. The TBRK is the more preferred choice of getting someone out of the way. Fatted, hello, Morka. Best DLC. In what category? Overall, no idea. Maps. I don't know. That's a good question. Best map DLC. Well, the thing is, the newer one, the newer the map DLC, the better they're made, the better they look, that kind of thing. Greece is quite nice. Scandinavia still holds up. Italy's also quite nice. I don't think I have an answer. Skip the question. Should I have refreshment? Yes, I should. I mean, it's listed as moist because most people don't like the word moist. It makes them sort of shrivel up inside when they hear the word moist. How is this reckless? Was it the bit that happened beforehand? See, this is what happens when I talk with the chat. You see? We miss everything. Moist. I don't know why. Did anyone here really not like the word moist? Why does it make you shrivel up inside? Is it just a weird sounding word? Scandinavia will get an update. It is so that it will match the new DLC. If you put a really old area next to a really new area, it will look really stupid. So that's why they're redoing that. And it'll look really good. They're adding Gibraltar. Interesting. Are they going to try and model the runway? It's not going to be a very long runway. I should hope so. Gibraltar is known for having a massive rock covering most of the island and a runway that cuts straight through a road that now is a tunnel, but still. But rather, I need to do a bit of research. Yeah, we need to see like when they exaggerate phrases to put emphasis on it. Instead of saying really, there could got to be another more formal word to use. You could say rather, but then that would get really annoying, wouldn't it? Collisions, yeah, I can totally see that. Upgraded. Basically the same thing. An update is an upgrade in most cases, unless you downgrade by having an update that has worse features than the one before. That could happen. The runway. I mean, it's a key feature. It would look weird if it wasn't there. Has to be there. Because Gibraltar's not a very big place. Sink, welcome. Stash, welcome. It's close. Hello, Mia. Again. I need to pay. Ah, you see, you skip along and you miss it. That was good. That sound was... It's playing individual sounds now. Quite. That sound was the vehicle... The engine brake. I think that's what that was. Or in funny internet speak, but genuinely because it is a word, the R word, it's used in the sense of it just means to slow down. That in the gearbox is what that is. That sound. TT and TTT are both to teleport to the person. Teleport to truck and teleport to trailer. Now, by that definition, both should be TTT, but otherwise they'd mean exactly the same thing. So this one, TTT, is grayed out because they don't have a trailer. No, you don't have to buy Nordic Horizons. There will be two separate regions. Though most would, because of course a lot of people would wish that the entirety of Scandinavia would be there, but no, at the moment it's in half. You go up as far north as Oslo, and that's it. Quite a bit more than that. Up north. They can be bad for swearing, yes. I don't have the radio turned on because everyone is, thank you for that, named as player. And that wouldn't make much sense. Because then how do I know which player? I don't know who that is either. How do I know which player? Exactly. What are we doing? We're moderating. We're looking at reports that players make on each other. In TruckersMP. Is my game going to close? Nope. Just wanted to demonstrate that stream was fine. There's a sound. The cat. No. I don't have one. In my physical background or like a sound? My game sounds are currently scuffed. So you're hearing random sounds out of sync with each other. Quite funny, really. Someone's engine turning on. That was a nice one. Good job. We don't do that, do we? Just because they didn't move forward immediately. Yeah. When are you banning someone? In a second. When I deem that this is enough evidence. I have to tell you it because on TikTok's case you can't see the whole screen. There we go. So that is one, and then bada bing bada boom. I've pressed the button. Congrats. Did you say thank you for that? Oh yes, that sound that played is a Twitch redeem to tell me to watch a report all the way through without skipping through it. So that was I don't even remember what the sound is. Oh, it's a ha sound, like being laughed at. That's what it is. So, hands off the keyboard, watch it all the way through. Enjoy. You get paid. No, the team is a volunteer thing. The content I make around it. And the support of very nice people that enjoy that content. That's what pays. Very nice people. All you hear on the Twitch stream right now is me and the music. And on all the other streams, you just hear me. So I'm sure that sounds thrilling. It sounds great. I do like being a part of the team. If I didn't, I wouldn't be there. You would apply on there's a section of the website, but at the moment the recruitment for this role is closed. So sadly you can't do it. Persevera. That's a cool name. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I'm doing well. How was your weekend? No, it's not the only one that allows music. It's the only one that has a VOD track. The only one that I can split the music away from it. So that the stream hears it, but the moment you listen back to the VOD, there's no music. None of the other platforms have that. Because it's a thing that Twitch worked with OBS for, specifically. So on all the others, if there is music, there will be music the entire time. It's unfortunate. So that was one attempt. Just go next. No, we haven't finished this one yet. I have to watch this all the way through. Evaluated. OTF, welcome. Night or day driving? Which one I prefer? Daytime. Nighttime can look nice if you're looking at a city and there's lots of lights. Besides that, it's just very annoying to drive at night. I like to see things, see my surroundings. Cool, and then it ended there, right. So we have two things. Two. Hate trucks about that trailer, they're usually causing problems, aren't they? You're not making any money if you're doing this. If anything, you're losing money. Always try and take a job somewhere. Even if it's to the next town. Just try. This is simulation 1. The lights. The lights can look nice. I agree. This. So they slam their brakes on. Farm machinery. Yeah, you like the stuff that comes with it? Boom, like that. Why? And then this. You could have actually hit them on here again. Maybe they tried to, but they didn't. If you hit them there, that would have been a very good hit. Nice. Super bright lights. Yeah, when the people have got accessories of lights everywhere, and then the further away you are, the more they merge. It's got a wall of light. Yeah. How long? About another hour or so. We're going to be on. Drug Spotter, welcome. Enko, Mist, Morgan, Sam, Gregory. Gear Shifter. Why is there someone in the grass over there? Don't know. €5. So it's a new DLC. Completely new. Interesting. Hello, Dev. How you doing? I see. What wheel? G29. Very nice. Okay. You can pick up the DLC then. It won't take that long for that to be supported, because it's only just adding the ID names of all the trailers and such. So that the server says yes. I'm optimistic about the Coach DLC. I'm interested in how they make it work. Why am I not excited for anything? It doesn't mean I'm hating it. But I just don't say, oh my, this is so incredibly, I'm like really excited, I can't wait. I've never said that for content in this game. Why have I never done that? Elixir, thank you for the prime. Should I just call you... What does the X replace? Because a lot of people replace letters in the name with an X. I don't really want to call you Rod, do I? Thank you for using a prime. I appreciate that. Who bought it? I'm sure loads of people did. The fun thing is to check your friend activity on Steam and see, a sea of people that have bought it. Yeah, there was an older one. I don't know what it was called. I need to have a look through the DLC list. There is already some equipment, like tractors. But maybe they were just in the game. Because don't forget, there is one for ATS. Of the same name, I think. Did a survey. I hear there was a survey, yeah. Are these happening at various locations? Because that sounds cool. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Do I need to make another, like, PSA or, like, here's how to drive video? Do I need to do that? I shouldn't. God damn it. Go live when your sounds don't work. If someone is trying to overtake but pushes you, so in order to complete their overtake, they push you? Yes. Great example right there. You can hear as if the person's next to me. Shouldn't be able to. Someone is watching. Interesting. The other admins, Max, Evo. Oh, you see they've all gone. What did I say? Huh? There was like 10 of us, and now there's like 3. What I say? They've all poofed, all gone. Come back. What are you doing? Whoa. Now, are you just watching? Interesting.
Hello. I have missed driving my truck. I hope I can do that soon.
Why are you not able to? Have you specified before? Welcome back for your 14 months. That is very kind of you. I appreciate that. Why can you not do that? Harsh driving test. Congrats. Are there any follow-up tests, though? Because lorry tests take a while. Or are you able to just do it now for whatever company? I suppose the company would make you take a little test as well, wouldn't they? Maybe? Congrats. Someone make an aura dance video? Why would they do that? Using the truck. Could you imagine? Imagine that. Please check. What happens in the report? 357 is there. Not too far up. Theories, then CPC, then the reverse test, then driving test. Every 5 years have to do CPC. What does that stand for? Don't tell me P means proficiency or something. Oh, God. Now that you've done that test, if you haven't yet, do the driving proficiency in either of these games. That'd be fun. Like, oh, I can do it IRL. It should be easy in game. Hello, Frosty. Welcome. Killua with the 85. That's a lot. Big fan. You get paid. No, the team is a volunteer role. You volunteer to be in the team. Dismantle your computer because of renovations. Oh. So many seagulls outside, man. I need a seagull filter. Or I need to adopt one. So it becomes the stream pet. Remember that card. What sim am I on? I am on Simulation 1. Welcome to the stream. Don't show mercy. No. But that doesn't mean I'm being mean. You can apologize even after doing the worst sin in the world. That doesn't mean I'm going to forgive it. If the scenario looks accidental, then yes. Like genuinely a bit of an oopsie. Look at that color, look at that. A little oopsie, going 100 kilometers an hour, then a slight turn, your friend started spam calling you, got distracted and jumped into the medium. So you were distracted by the call. That's not very good of your friend to do. Is that the same car? I think it is. Could be. That's an interesting situation. But the thing is, you've described that scenario happening, but we wouldn't know that from in the game. We would just see some weird distraction happened if you were in the middle of nowhere and you hit the barrier and you accidentally... Nice, that was for the Twitch stream. Nice, take a screenshot of that. You crashed and went over the barrier. We could see that nothing else caused that, and we can see that you hit the barrier. So there is that. The content I make is where the money is, yes. And the very kind supporters of the work. That's a crazy time warm. This is paper thin. I have a folder with like 100, 200 images of these screenshots. Don't worry, we've got plenty to go through. Plenty more. That is bannable, yes. Not for the suspect, though. You notice how the suspect didn't do it. Not too sure why they did report the suspect. Unless it was just a troll with. I don't know. Any tips on getting less lag? One of the main ones, because you can't change too much, is graphic settings of the TMP settings. Draw distance. How far away they are drawn, they are rendered. Turn it down. If it means it has to be on very low, then so be it. It can help a bit. But in general, due to the engine of the entire game itself, you still have lag. They've got a bit of lag. Cars should be removed. You're not the only one to say that. The main thing I've seen some people do, they kind of agree after someone suggests it, is have them only for team members. Like, keep police cars, but remove them from plebs, from players, you know. Which I understand that. I see. Didn't know it had its own settings. Oh, it does indeed. The little settings cog. Sound settings, general settings, game stuff, interface, and of course there's a staff tab. You don't have that. I need to go through this and be like, you know, these videos are like, top 5 this, check this out. Top settings you just need to configure in the TMP settings. I want to write that down. Resolution scale? I think it's on 100. Maybe 150. Don't need it any more than that. Let me make a note of a video I'm now not going to make. Do your job. I have been doing the job. Hold on a moment. It will be there. Top settings in TMP. Settings to enable. Somehow future me will know what I'm on about. Top 5 type video. Thinking of content for you, chat. No one steal that idea. Alright? Deal? Deal. Good. We're in Dover. What wheel? G29. At this point, I should be sponsored, because loads of people ask what wheel I use. Fun fact, only a smidge of the wheel is visible. Could you imagine if I had a good wheel cam that I liked where it was? Insane. They're on the correct side, that's a good start. Check the train crossing. Why are you getting bullied? How are you getting bullied? Are you not allowed to merge? Could be. Ah, we spoke too soon, Andy. You came in the right way and now you're on the wrong side? Is it because the orange one was in your way, blocking it? Could be. Sorry, see, they apologized. But this is really easy to not do. There was an Irish flag here. This is easy to just not do that. Come on now. Now they're on the correct side again. The only the understandable part of this, they kind of bumped, and I'm not going to fully include it, is when you come off the boat and you initially get a bit confused. If you get about halfway, not bad. If you go the entire way, that's pushing it. Because there'll be people coming up. Now there is, whoa, this, drive on the left, drive on the left. However, from here, look how tiny that sign is. It needs to be like, poof, 10 times bigger. Project it onto the White Cliffs of Dover. Then people might read it. Bigger signs. Please do that. Do it. The thing that I like about that, though, is that that entire intersection before you even go down the ramp, that's a safe zone. I don't know why that's the case. It's because of that's where the prefab is, the different material. 657. Why do I need to do that? You pointed out 657 before. What specifically is in 657, though? Easy to forget what side you're going on. It's just a thing you just need to remember and then keep that in mind. Because in the base game at the moment, there's only one place that's on the left-hand side. If they add Cyprus, and maybe a few other places eventually, you have to go on the left there as well. In Pro Mods, there's a few. Because they have Cyprus. Sim 1. Simulation 1. That's what we're playing on. How is this reckless? What are you talking about? What's the problem? Bit close there. That's more on you than on them. Strange. Do you check every report? We try to. In-game, it's impossible to check every report. Because while I'm reviewing one of them, look at the list, in fact. I'm a 710. Pay attention to 710. While I'm reviewing this one, 711 has come in. 12. 11 got skipped. Now the next one will claim 13. 11 is still skipped. It's just all based on when you press next. Now someone could manually claim 11. 14, 15. So they're not intentionally skipped, it's just with how frequently they come into the list. Some of them are just missed out. The fewer there are on the list, the easier it is to do that. But the list replenishes itself really fast. Can I rate your truck? Not now. You can take a picture of it if you wish and put it in the Discord server. So I don't like have a full segment of rating them in there. This entire thing. This needs to be in a video as well. Luke, thank you for the 10 gifted, not subs, but the 10 gifts. Why don't you ban them? Because I am gathering my full review before I press the button. I've seen them do it. This isn't in real time, so I could replay this like 10 times. And it doesn't matter because it's already done. But you can see that they're trying to squeeze in. Now this, because they don't actually manage it, is one of those things we just kick. Because I could just sit here in real time and just kick them for it. Don't do it though. Don't do it. Same thing here. What are we doing? It would be one of those PSA things. It's very easy. Top 3 lanes to be in. These top videos, they work well in every niche anyway. Seems sad. How does it seem sad? If you were allowed to do basically anything you wanted, then it would be a mess. That was close. As you slow down, I'll allow it. A 3-month ban. When leaving Calais to go to the CD road, oh my god, they're lagging a lot. You need to be in the left-hand lane. They're not hacking, they're just lagging a lot. It's a very bad example of lag there. A survey was conducted. The thing is, I haven't been in game when these surveys have taken place. Who is conducting the survey? Is it the CMs that do it? Is it Luna that does it? Who's doing these surveys? But I can understand the best way of doing it is by asking people directly in the game. They're in the game, though it might be available. But they are trying to find out questions from the people themselves. From the source. Natalie did it. Ah. I see. This person better move. What else was I saying? When leaving Duisburg, heading towards the CD road, stay in the right-hand lane. The bridge, the roundabout, the traffic lights, merging off, all in the right-hand lane. When leaving the CD road to go back into Calais, also on the right-hand lane. And when I say do that, I mean right-hand lane and then stay in this lane. You don't need to go into the left and then back into the right-hand lane. You're already in the correct lane. Stay in your goddamn lane and we won't have any problems. But no, there's always people that zoom around on the left lane and then cut in at the last second. Literally speaking, yes. You've skipped the queue. But you did a silly billy. So that's a naughty naughty. Don't do that. Looking forward to your holiday? I hope it goes well, Daddy. Have fun. They do that IRL, yes, and it's very bad to do that. Some people cut across the, well, there isn't one here, but those sort of jagged white lines. Don't cut across those lines. Don't do that. In order. We need a lot of people to be able to fully do them in order. If you saw maybe about 20, 30 minutes ago where everyone was claiming one, the entire thing here was green, all of the new reports were being claimed. You need to have enough available people and enough people doing the reports to match the pace of it. And flower. 3-0. Thank you for the 3-0. Aaron, I appreciate that. You can have a flower as well. Good for you. And yep. We do web reports as well. The thing is, you know, I know it would look incredibly cool to do it. You won't see us doing web reports on stream. But rest assured they are done. For some people, web reports are arguably better because we're not skipping over some and some of them time out. They don't time out. But you have to make a video on it yourself. Not everyone can record. There'll be another video idea, like this versus this. Which one's best? There isn't really one that's best. But here's the differences. FIFA or NBA is fun to play, but not Euro Truck. Exactly, that is an opinion. People like different types of games. But it's one of those things where I wouldn't necessarily then, if I was into this game, which I guess I kind of am, I wouldn't then say, how do people find FIFA fun? Because evidently it's a more popular game anyway. Sure, it's a bigger publisher and things like that, but evidently people do find it fun. So who am I to wonder that. If I wanted to find out, I'd play it. But I'm not really that bothered. Not my thing. Generally speaking, football's not my thing, so why would I play a game dedicated to football? You know? That's me. Ban appeals would be funny. Yes, you should see some of the stuff that people say. Like FIFA? Exactly, that's fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't. There are many games within niches, very small niches and things like that. A game you've probably never heard of anyway. Nice. And that's fine. Hello, Spawn. Investor, welcome in. Thank you for the gifts. Shall I call you by your full formal TikTok name? I should. Zinx, welcome. Now, you just overshoot when you were already going really slow. Yes, you did. What's the point of that? Thank you for the gifts. You have a lot of coins spare, I take it. Huh? New DLC. What about it? It's not supported yet, unless it is. A new DLC came out. You see Addy streaming doing the reappeals? No, we won't do that. You can't just accidentally do that. Send you some salt. I don't have any. Why would I have some? I'm not bothered. I'm turning boomer mode, okay? I don't own any of those coins. I'm just not interested. If my money's gonna keep going down, why do I want it? Money needs to go up. I just don't care. 7 sold it around 15. Good, you doubled your money. Now imagine if you sold it now, hey? That's called FOMO, my friend. You shouldn't do that. What happened to HODL, huh? How hot and muggy? Today is not as bad. Let me have a look. 22 at the moment. It'll be up and down in the mid-20s as the week goes on. Tomorrow should be raining a bit. Ghost thing is the Toby Ghost. It's following where I'm looking, but you can turn it off because you can see it's jolting on and off my screen. FOMO, fear of missing out. So if you buy your crypto coin at a very low value and then you do sell it for a decent price at the time, but then it shoots up to $100, you wish you would have kept it. And you think, should I buy it now again? For the same thing to happen again? Maybe. Fear of missing out. I think there is a thing, I don't quite know what the actual abbreviation of it is, but I'm pretty sure there's the exact opposite. So in the sense of fear of missing out, there's a kind of fear of sort of being involved or something. In that sense, people don't... Who cares about missing out? I don't want to be involved in the first place. That kind of thing. I don't know what it's called. I think there is one. Farm Machinery is the new DLC, yes. We don't support it yet. Unless there's a magical update that comes out in the next hour. Hello, Danny. Welcome. You see in the TikTok chat, you see the emotes that these people are using? They're sub-emotes. They're good. JOMO. The joy of missing out. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, think of that. Yes. The joy of missing out. That is especially good for introverts, I guess. Come on, man. I mean, that wasn't that bad. Yeah, they went through a red light, but, you know, the person stopped because they knew they were going to do it. Layla, welcome. So if you have your joy of missing out, if you're invited out somewhere and then they cancel, like, oh, sorry, we can't make it kind of thing. Other people... My game is frozen. Other people would be like, oh no, that's a shame, we got to reschedule whenever. The people that didn't want to go in the first place, where they were thinking about it, they're like, yes, I don't have to go. That kind of thing. I was sometimes the latter. Your reports I never watched. The thing is with the in-game reports, you will see that a lot of them unfortunately get skipped. You have to ideally report it on the website for your report to be seen. 747? The other one that you said before is probably gone. Whatever the number was, but 747 is down here. School prom. I didn't go to that. No. I still remember to this day that when people were going around kind of handing out the invitation for prom, I think in this case it was done by the head boy and the head girl, just inviting you to go. He sounded so aggressive that I said no. Like, mate, I said no. Ask someone else. It's not compulsory. I ain't going. What's your problem? You sounded so aggressive. Emails are coming through. What email, Charlie? What email are you expecting? Which one do you want? Please don't spam the same message. Just because I don't see it in 2 seconds. Hello, awkward. It's a bit dodgy. Greetings, good sir. Greetings, Lord Megamon. How are we doing today? Huh? Hello? Hello? It was awkward, see? Or what if you find it awkward? It's just a bit... I get the idea of it. It's kind of a celebration thing, but no one really wants to celebrate that. Not in that way, anyway. If anything, I was glad to not see most of those people again. I'm sure they're doing well now, but I just wasn't interested. Wasn't interested. Come again? You what? Hello? You weren't even indicating. That was good. Oh, then you crashed. Oh, what the irony there, right? Well, that sucks. Speak English. I was on phone. Not an excuse. Put your phone down. You got 5 people around. Congrats. Those rookie numbers, though, you can increase those numbers a bit. They might appeal with that. God, it's laggy. Password reset. Check your junk emails as well. Or spam. Or any of those folders. If it still doesn't come through, give it a good few more hours. Maybe some email servers are very slow with receiving the emails. It may not be immediate. Junk? Your junk folder? You want the appeal? Well, you see, that's a shame. I would love to absolutely read it to you like an episode of Stupid Comments or something. I can't do that. Because sometimes people swear, sometimes people have a really weird broken English. And nowadays, with all the AI stuff picking up, someone would write the entire thing in AI, I'm sure. That would be funny to read. Tomorrow? What are you waiting for tomorrow? What was you having in tomorrow? See, there's a farming machinery vehicle. Car's junk. That was close. They're just in a rush. These people are in a rush for no reason, and they are so aggressive with their merchant. Sim one. Stupid appeals. Back in the day, I had the stupid comments on YouTube. That went quite well. That was basically just... Well, you can still use that channel. It was where I read out weird comments, funny comments, poorly spelled comments from in the game's chat. Exactly, it would be like appeals on TNP, like on Twitch. So that was close. Which didn't merge. You can see how laggy it is as I skip back. There was another one. Good God, that's a lot to load in. How many mods do they have? I don't know the exact number, but I'm pretty sure there's at least 100 and something mods. We're all from different time zones. The role is of... There it is. The role is a volunteer role, to others answering that question. So you're not forced to be on. And as I say, because we're all in different time zones, you cannot have everyone on at the same time. That would be very interesting. But impossible, because some people should be asleep. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not hundreds, plural. Bama, no evidence. You will get evidence. If it's like the session I'm doing now, none of the bands I've placed right now have a video with them. They will later or tomorrow. I wish it was automatic. That would be very nice. But no. It goes to mods. Your appeal goes to the person that banned you. Which some people disagree with. I can understand why, in the sense of, well done, Prime. You'd want someone else to review it, kind of anonymous or neutral to the scenario. That's not how that works. Or if you had your first comment from like the person that banned you, but then someone else resolved the appeal. That's just getting another person involved. You don't need that. How is this person's fault though? If the truck just reversed. $7 an hour. There is no wage. No. Though to be fair, if it was that, that's way below the minimum in most countries anyway. If it was something like that, you could be on for a few hours a day. Like a part-time job at that point. You can do whatever you want in the meantime. 70p per hour. Inflation. Aye, inflation. Just enough to afford 2 Freddos. Why do you reverse back into the road? You could have just driven a little bit further forward and then merged back in again. Now, if we also... The prime person's in... The thing that got me at first was that approach speed was quite a lot. I'll do that. I'm just curious. They're going downhill. Yeah, that's too late. That's too late for braking. So if you're driving in, let's put the camera in their height like this. On your mini-map, you see there's quite a lot of cluster of dots. A lot of them are on the opposite side coming towards you. And then you can see in the distance, there's a pile of people that are stopping. You should have already started slowing down by now. If they didn't get cut off by this person, they probably would have hit this person's trailer or been very close to doing it. Slow down. Prime VTC. That's not an advert for Prime. Prime has 1,000+ people. They're not all like that, I'm sure. Well, the TGX, I don't know why it doesn't go over that. You may have a slower gearbox. Are you damaged? If you're damaged a certain amount, you cannot shift into a certain gear. I'm not. Benny, welcome. Tibor, Daniel, LSPD. How long does it take? Which, on the website, it all depends on how many reports are in the system. Because they are all looked at. You can see how many there are. There's a little load indicator as just to how many there are. Not the exact number. Nice. Tipped over. Well done. I can see every person, if that's what you mean. I can fly away from further from where my vehicle is. How's this blocking? They are blocking. Report the right one, please. Is this a quick job? It's probably a quick job. I'll use the coaches when they come out. Probably a video on it. Oh my god. Remember that one as well. In the past, I've done videos on like, oh, here's update day, here's what changed, and things like that. There's too much to keep up with now. Yeah. That was an accident. But, see how long they are there for? Still there, I'm just skimming through it. Still there, still there, still there, all the way to the end of the report. Likely that because you're a new player, you don't know how to get out of the way. Don't you learn this in single player? If you crash in single player, it still tells you to F7, doesn't it? 31780. Okay, right. Let's have a look at some of these so you don't keep spamming me to do it. Okay. 823. Someone told about 7 something, 747. That's so far up. 780. You don't usually do that because you're spamming it a lot. So might as well. Incident and accident. An incident is just any dilemma that has happened. Anything involving people, whether intentional or not. An incident has occurred. As you mean innocent. He got injured. Oh, I see, yes. And then if an accident has happened, usually involves something that didn't intend on happening. Blah, 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 something like that. Please don't close. Please don't crash. It's not responding. Why is he doing this so much now? Is it now because I'm like, oh, I'm recording a lot, and now my PC can't cope? Now? Thank God for that. It didn't crash. Yeah, you imagine it's going to do it again. So the sounds start working. I'm at minus 3000 FPS. I reached 3 FPS there. The only thing that is on my side with that is that someone else said that they had the same issue with the sound being a bit weird. So I'm glad it's not just me. So this is also what happens when you're both within the city speed limit and you try and perform an overtake. Why? What makes you think you're going to be in front? It's not how that works. Please. This is also something you have to deal with. Like, new players to TMP, anyone new to this stream and doesn't know what's going on, this lag must be a headache for you. It looks very weird. But we're just used to this. Hey, this is just what happens. Now, I don't think that one was intended, but because of the way they merged. It's silly, though. So this one starts driving. But then this other one wants to turn to the right, isn't able to, while they're slowing down. Bit of an oopsie, because this one just merged out in front of someone else. So please don't do that. What's another one? 823, someone said? How many did you ban? It varies. Depends on the day. Depends on how quickly one can resolve a report as well. Buy from us a Krone trailer? What, a real, actual Krone trailer? Where am I putting it? I have one in game. I have one in game. Don't worry about that. The most you banned in a day. Now that... I can hear sounds. The most would be probably a dozen, couple dozen. Probably a couple dozen. I don't know the exact number. Because if you were to be counting from the stream, what are we at now? I'm not counting it. I just see it when I do the evidence later. This won't go well with it. What are we doing this week? Tomorrow, I am going to start the Cruising Iowa event jobs. Because we can do that now. DK! Oh gosh. And then Wednesday will be a bit more of this. And then for the remaining days, if I'm able to, there'll be some TikTok streams. Thank you for 28 months. Welcome back. How are we doing? You've completed it. Well done. I did the early access, which again I'm very thankful for. That video did quite well. That was last week, because it came out on Tuesday. They lagged, man. No, I haven't been on the space game. No. In a few weeks I haven't been on it. I went on it when the photo mode and things came out. That was, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. So this is where everyone's loading in. That's not their fault. Tomorrow's no band day. I didn't say that. You should do the maze. Do the maze. This is why in the video I blurred it out. Because I don't want... In my stream I basically panned up to the sky and looked directly downwards. That would be too easy. I want you to do it yourself and figure it out yourself. Copy my moves if you want, but it took me 2 attempts. If someone lets you out, then it's okay. Truck and trailer on a maze? You can't do a full truck and trailer. Maybe a baby trailer, not a full truck and trailer, because some of them, there are dead ends that you have to spin around in a U-turn. You can't do that. 842. Fine. Free come here. Going on holiday and your VTC's not happy. Why? Are you their best driver? Where'd you upload the evidence? Middle. Middle, there are many others as well, is one of the few video clipping whatever programs where it is also an uploader as well. It has its own domain. So it's think of it just like a yellow YouTube kind of thing. But basically just for gaming clips. It's not vodka. No, it's called water, actually. Just plain old water. I don't drink, so it'd be very surprising if it was alcohol. If it was vodka especially. Never tried it. And I don't want to. Not really. Unless someone gives me a good reason to try. Done requirements for this month, but they're saying the VTC cannot go offline for longer than a week. Well, hang on, how many people are in the VTC then? If when you disappear, they have a problem. What's up? What's up with that? Killua, hello. Thank you for that. Council Bob. Playing football in the garden. Put your phone down then. Focus. Put your phone down. Enjoy it. Don't you worry. I'm doing well, CK. Big fan, big fan. Some normal bands today. Nothing extreme. But I've made notes of future videos to make. Hello, T-King. Cos. Thank you for the follow. ET2's better? Then what are you doing outside, hey? You can't have both. Convoy in quotes, not on convoy, but just doing a bunch of jobs. If anyone has the DLC, you can join for the jobs. That was one overtake. That's how it'll work. They do act like a motorbike. They filter through the traffic. This is why people don't like the cars. Because you can do that easily in one of them. There's a van. Those are still team vehicles, right? There's not a patron vehicle. Right? Train line. The bus DLC, as far as I can imagine, will just be the vehicles in the same way that when a new truck comes out, it's just in the game. They are listed as DLCs. That's it. Most of the new trucks have been listed as DLCs. You just don't pay attention because they're free and they come with the game anyway. Couple of people. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why do I have this one? Is this the one I was just looking at? It's a different report. Don't worry about it. Do they alternate? If the deadline on the Discord said so, then yes. I guess so. Because halfway through the 4-week period is when the poll for the next period begins, I believe. So, see which time frame you're in. Is Noah still around? Noah? Stream is probably muted. Favorite truck, Scania. Scania. The next gen Scanias. Nebraska. Well, you should get that as well, because they're next to each other, aren't they? Valentine, welcome. Nico, welcome. Speak Spain. No, I do not speak Spain. Me no Spanish. Have a great day. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Hello, Peruna. Why are you over there? Dude, what are you doing? $877, that has just been made. We'll do that in a moment. This person is lagging a lot. That's unfortunate. Thing is, they were breaking at what they thought would be the right spot to break. Do you not know that you're lagging? I've never known this. I've never directly asked someone that is lagging a lot. Do you know that you're lagging that much? Did you know that? Yeah, hold on with the 7. For the people that are asking for a particular ID to be solved, it's usually one that's midway up in the list. That one is fairly recent, so it's okay. It'll be dealt with. 3 days. Because they didn't see blinkers. Did you still try and immediately move despite having the blinkers on? They tell the other person where they're going. They don't immediately grant you an open road to do that. You still only go if it's safe. Yeah, Valley, it wouldn't be too difficult to say that, but the problem is, the moment you say words in another language, people's ears perk up and they start speaking to you in that language. And then I'm very confused. So. Many times where I go like, ja, wunderbar, ja. Genau. Natürlich, ja. And then the Germans are like, excuse me? Do you speak German? What? Like, no. Not really. Sehr gut. That car was close. Is this person's engine? No. I was going to say, imagine if it was fixed. Like an engine, it isn't theirs. Good job. Okay. Now that was an overreaction. No problem. Okay, so this person understood, I think, that happened because they might have just seen it. I hope that you saw that, unless they didn't accept the apology anyway. No, you'd be blocked by the trees. How would you have seen that? Interesting. Either way, this person's very aggressive with their speed. From Italy, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Major collision. Why do you think this would work? You realize that it went wrong after it went wrong, of course. This one, I think, that went quite wrong due to the speed. They were trying to maintain the speed of their vehicle. Guten Tag, ja. I hope you understand what I'm writing here. Then, you understand... I forgot what vielleicht means. That I something don't otherwise English speak. Wrong. No, I remember what the words are. I'm not doing it word by word. Guten Tag, I hope you are having, or have, a good day. Vladdy. I hope you understand what I'm saying. What I'm writing. Schreiber is to write. Blah, 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 blah. Things like that. You know? Krankenwagen, ja. And what does that mean, huh? The Nino of the ambulance. I guess that's where in a long prehistoric time the word cranky comes about. Someone's a bit cranky. But it may not be. Crank probably just means ill. The ill wagon. You're from Germany? Hello. Game is frozen. Not clicking my screen. They went both. I banned the red one that first caused it. Unreliable connection. There it is. I don't get that much. It better not be because I'm like streaming. I'm only streaming technically 2 sources. Because it's not using any different resources to output the same settings to a different platform. Sure, I'm recording, but the settings aren't too high. Durchfall? Yeah, that's a good word. Of course, other than that, we learn bad words first, regardless of language. It's just a funny thing that people do. Let me back on the server. Sean thing to look into? He did look into it. That's why I asked him. And it's like, yeah, there's something in SES's problem. They need to fix it. Because there's supposedly a bunch of things that he's forwarded to SES and they haven't done it yet. So. I don't know, but it's happened to me a lot. For the Duisburg specifically, I have no idea. He'd need to check a log involving that. Maybe today's log. But it might just be the general game log. Yeah, I don't know if he uses the crash log though. What is the Duisburg issue though? Like people crash within it, or just a lot of lag in Duisburg? Welcome back. Yes, I'm back where we are, where our vehicles are. We'll do a few more, because we're near the end anyway. When this happens, randomly this has happened on the TikTok stream, it's been near the end, around about this time, and I've been like, yeah, fuck it. Here's the socials. Good night. That kind of thing. No 1-4. I'm on no 1-4. It has just been made, Screws. It's okay. It's okay. Don't tell me to review it just as it's been made. It's alright. If maybe a bit of time has gone and it's a good or serious report, then perhaps. You stink. No, you. What if I stink nice? Hey? How would you know that? Or not know that? No 1-5. You're pushing it a bit now. You're pushing it a bit now. No 1-5's below it. Stop it. You know what? Just because you asked me to. No. I'll go to 917 instead. How about that? Server is Sim1. I did the thing that I've done a tutorial on, where if you type game into the console, it just reloads it. Magic. See, the people they're not acknowledging the overtake is bad because the overtake is working, if that makes sense. They are getting in front of the person by any means necessary. Therefore, it works. Yeah. This is near the city of Brussels-ish on the CD road. It is a region in TruckersMP that most people are aware of if you hear the phrase CD road. It haunts people. You've already bought the DLC. Enjoy it. You shouldn't be waiting too long for TMP to support it. Good job, man. Was that really worth it? Really worth it? No, it wasn't. Now you can even see a more severe example of how many get skipped out. So I was doing 914, I'm now doing 921. All of those that came in after that. No, not Nebraska, Iowa. Iowa's next to it. The new one. Updated your game. It won't take that long. In previous times, when something like that has come out around about this time, because they have set times they release everything, when the stream ends, the update comes out. Maybe an hour afterwards. Maybe at like midnight. The following, you know, that's when the update comes out. It won't take that long. All depends. Now, there's no new map. There's a new DLC containing farming machinery for ETS2. They may acknowledge issues that it causes for multiplayer, but it's not up to them to fix it for multiplayer, if that makes sense. Because we are different to them. If it's a problem with the game itself, then I guess we can forward that on, because that is genuinely for them to fix. Very nice. That was 2. Number 5. Does it though? That's 2 people that have said 915. So is 915 a good one? Are you sure? This is exactly the same. What is the need? What's the desire to do this? Is a scam? We should see what it's like. 2 people telling me to check out this report. It better be a cheater. Good job. Better be good. Scam. Cheater. Exactly. You notice how I leaned over as if it's like a 3D thing? That's not how that works. Love the sounds. The wind. It's ASMR. Everything is electric. It's so broken. And as I said, and as I found out, of course, this doesn't happen when driving normally. It happens mostly when doing admin stuff. So I feel that teleporting around a lot is what can cause that. Say you both get it at the same time. It's purely based on whatever the server says. Whoever the server says clicked it first gets it. No idea. It's just whoever has the, I don't know. Trying to word it? Yeah, I can't think of any other way. It's no specific like, oh, whoever's ID is lower, whoever has a name in the first letter of the first half of the alphabet, that kind of thing. Ooh, that was a close one. And then we're going to do it again? Oh, now we slow down. Right. But why? But what was Yen about? They were banned. You can't play it right now. I understand that, yes. So when you update the game, because there's a little compatibility to make the DLC work, of course we don't support that yet. But we will. So there'll be an update which supports the DLC content and the version of the game that the DLC works on. It's frozen again. Oh. It's like the, in racing games, you know that you have the spectator stand, so you feel like you're actually being... It's like that. They're like, hey, welcome to Calais, welcome in, you've made it, you made it. Sort of as each team member goes by, you pat them on the shoulder, that kind of thing. Hey, well done, man. It's frozen. Petrol, I'm doing well. This is the end of the session. But it's not responding. Go on, just crash. I'm about to end anyway, go on. I don't care what happens now. Yes! Unreliable connection. 2nd time today. Bish bash bosh, we are done. I'm not reloading into the game again. It's all Sean's... No, it's not Sean's fault. It's not an internet thing. It's not an internet thing. It's the game's thing. When too much is going on and the game doesn't like it, it does that. The fact that unreliable connection is so rare, in my case, that's why I joke about it. Because I never get it. Can you have my game log? No. If you ask nothing. Play CS2. I have not played it in a little while. I do have it. I am very unreliable, yes. Well, that'll do. Nope. 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 I'll call you not. Welcome to the fun. Welcome. Big fan. Thank you for the fun. Donko, welcome as well. Someone is still streaming, and if they're streaming at this time of day, it means it's too late. Yeah? I think we should go pay them a visit. Because they're not on otherwise. Have to wait a year? It's unfortunate. TP updated? Shouldn't have done that yet. It would be worth asking Sean. I'll double check with Sean. I'll send him another log and be like, can you please just check through this, please? There are a few people on. One of them is on that should be ending very soon. We can go and Subs. What do you mean alive with subs? Like subscriber only? In the YouTube case, you can't really do follower only. That would have to be member only. Which you're welcome to become one. I think in the case of the YouTube chat, there is a subscriber only in the case of chatting. How do I do that? Community moderation? No, that's different. You can have like a members only chat. I don't know where it is. I don't know. On a game. Oh, playing other games with things. Well, sometimes when we do play other games, people can join them. When I've played Wreckfest, for example, people join that. When I've played GTA, people play that. People join that. They got moist. Yeah, one of the times I'll do CD Road again. I'm thinking to balance that out for now, I could have it as a TikTok sub-goal. How about that? A lot of the car drivers are bad. A lot of them are bad. Okay. Be a bad time to raid. But I want to anyway. Thank you for the posture check. We are probably going to be where I left off, yeah. But then again, I haven't done any of the event jobs yet. So. You don't have GTA 5? That's a shame. You know what? Too bad. I'm going to send it right over anyway. We are going to be nice. And you can just send a random message. Because Leezy is near the end of her stream. Tell her to go to bed. That's what we do. Because I don't often get to send them a read. But the thing is, though, they'll probably stay on for a little bit longer, and I don't support that. Hello, Absent, welcome. No, the early access didn't count. I didn't do the World of Trucks jobs anyway. It might have counted. What can we do? If you want a raid message, you can just say something like, go to bed. Yeah? Or the normal ones. Whatever one you want. Okay, this will only be on the Twitch. On the YouTube and the TikTok, we can't do that. Right. I'm going to send that off. because we're going to go. They're not on very much. Go send them love. Big fan. Zhang, welcome in. I do editing videos for them, so you should go check out those as well. People on the TikTok account, by the way, they were very confused by the fact that when I say check my reposts and things like that, they are edits I've made from them. So you should go and check those out. Yeah? Go do that. Go be nice. Tell them to go to bed, because, well, I can't say what time it is for them. They do need to go to bed. All right? But thank you for joining. Big fan. That's a nice report. That's a nice number right now, eh? Flower. Tomorrow's driving. If you can't join because you don't have DLC, that's fine. As you catches after that, or even in the stream chat. I have been handling reports. I'll do more again on Wednesday. More than will be on Wednesday. All right? 07s for now. Have a good rest of your day, whatever it is. Flowers. I'll send it in a moment. Thank you for the follows.